All right, from that video the other day with the 4 Hot Rod Deluxes and the Blues Deluxe, this is the first amp in that video, and the problem description I was given was just master volume knob is bad, go through the entire amp and check out. I spoke to the owner this morning, and there was a problem that was not on the problem description that I got. So he was playing a gig at high volume, and it started cutting out and making weird sounds. And I said, well, let me check that. And I've gone through the amp again to confirm, and poking around, if I were to move this ribbon cable, horrible sounds would happen and the signal would cut in and out. And I'm not going to subject you to that because the sounds are terrible because it's a full oscillation. And you see this little strand of metal here? The connection on this pin, on this ribbon cable to the board, is broken right here. So I've got to pull the board down and reflow all those. Sometimes I can just reflow it. Sometimes I've got to expose a little bit of fresh wire because there are just too many breaks in the old wire. These ribbon cables are not the best. I can replace them with individual wire runs. Depends on the expense. But I think I'll probably be able to get away with just resoldering that one more properly. And I'll resolder this one and this one at the same time, and the screen one, and reinforce these connections with a little bit of silicone. So what I'll actually do is I'll have it where I want it to be. You can see that just lifted right up, right out of the connection. And this one's not good either. And have it like that, and have silicone or maybe some R3000, and make a new shape for the ribbon to fall into, so that it's less of a pressure there at the main PCB and a little more gentle curve here where it goes to the other PCB. But this can happen with any of the Fender reissue and blues and hot rod amps. It's just one of those things. It was built inexpensively to make once, and future service can be a little bit tricky, and sometimes just vibrational stresses and things that happen to amps in transit can cause this. So let me pull all this out, drop the board, and get it fixed. Yeah, these two were quite broken. They were still resting in place when the cable was just so, but that's not good enough. So I'm gonna strip the whole thing back about 1/8 of an inch. Get some fresh wire exposed. All right, all redone neatly, and the nasty cutout and oscillation is gone. Quick note, don't poke around in amps with your finger like you just saw me do. I know what I'm poking and what's near it, and unless you already know everything in the amp on site and are always thinking about safety, don't do that. You see me use these plastic chopsticks a lot for a reason, but occasionally it's faster when I know that things are solid. Now that I know that's working, I'm gonna put a little bead of silicone there. I decided against the R3000, which is a much stronger adhesive, because that would make a future repair really difficult. So I think the owner will be very happy when the amp no longer sounds like it's going to kill you. Seriously, it was Chewbacca in Cloud City. I couldn't stand it. I didn't want to subject you to it. Glad to see it gone.